So, Sonny Smith, um, I seen recently you have post something based on Russia blocking um, the simple fact of what you did for not only yourself but everyone in the globe. Lay down your life, pretty much pay the ultimate price. You know, beating Jesus Christ and rising in one day, even when you're supposed to be pronounced dead in minutes or hours, um, you still were standing. My question here, knowing that you are a political king, a governmental king, and that is your occupation, from the Inland Revenue Security Department. Um, being so high over all law enforcement, how are you going about all of this, Russia, Ukraine, and you know, um, everything that's going on with the New World Order and World War III, um, and the economic war, by you stating that you have to get your funds, your money, and by you not getting your money, it caused the economy collapse to this day. Um, you're not getting your goods and your services, um, is what the World Smith Family Administration, your administration, is pretty much stating. So I just wanted a little insight on how are you going about all of this, and what are your plans in the nearby future. Um, to be honest with you, the thing is, play fair. You know, um, all I did is come out and try my best to um, tell everyone that that the Bible is real. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try my best. You know what I'm saying? To make people into believers. John 3:16. You know what I'm saying? Is one that's very popular to everyone out there. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever shall believe in Him shall not perish, but have, myself eternal life, or myself everlasting life. What I wanted to do is go prove that I am everlasting life with a gash that big by a machete, to the wrist. I should have died, in seconds, minutes, and hours, like you have stated. So, to be able to go to sleep and wake up the next day, you know, um, knowing that I became, you know, a role model, or a eye figure, or that person that everybody wants to, hear. How did he, bridge us back to God? God is love. How did he bridge us back to, love? Some say Allah, some say all different types of names. So, like, how did he do that? And one thing that I did is, I had my faith strong, you know, and then when my faith was that strong, my hearing was that strong as well. To where I wanted to apply these things into where I can see it visual. So, at the time being, I was just sleeping at Santa Monica Beach, trying to put this all together. I had about like 7 months, to get, the economy how it is. And I'm sorry it's at an economy of collapse, but I'm not getting my goods and my services. I'm just sitting here on terms of my stepfather stating that I do not pay the bills, here, and I do not, help, everyone have a living, but mainly here where I'm pretty much crippled at, staying in a van, either stay in the van or go on the streets. If and when I mean go on the streets, I mean sleep literally in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't already stocked up on shoes, clothes, all that stuff, and pay the bills here. You know what I mean? So all my stepdad does is just sit on his ass. That's all he does, you know. So with statements like what he is doing, I go out there, they're gonna say the same exact thing. With all the documents that I have, the legal documents to prove that I am the one that the economy owes. With all that document right there, that I show that how did I come from, me owing banks to now I can't even open up a bank because I have too much money for a regular bank. How do I come from that stage by sleeping in Santa Monica Beach? So with my screen that I developed, I can't per se see. So I use it to let me see on screens that I can, like regular cellular devices. All right. Now, what I did is try to apply everyone to benefit in this world. People were so worried about my blessings, my pocket, and my price that I had to pay, which is the ultimate price, not only money or funds or economy, but my life too. And then to double check it, you know what I mean? I had to do one with God, which is love, to let him shoot me in the head. And I got shot in the head, woke up the same day. All right? I done went through so much tragic, so much harm, so much, abuse in my life to where I be wanting to cry, but people just be like, I don't feel you because I'm jealous of what you did for me. Bring me the love. And I want to get brought. I want to be that person to bring everybody to love so I can get everything what you got and just steal it. That's kill, steal, and destroy. That's all backwards living. If you kill somebody, you're going to go to jail, right? Depending on how the circumstance is. If you steal from somebody, you're going to go to jail. Same thing, depending on how the circumstance is. If you just trying to destroy something, same thing. There's so many different consequences. So what I did is, develop a screen to be totally by policy, totally by paperwork, totally by law, totally by the amendments, totally by the constitutions, totally by everything that is non-ministerial, governmental too as well. You know what I mean? Totally by every single book that everybody goes by, that to live in peace. That's what my screen does and operate. So with that being said, people want that type of, intellect that I have. All right. But at the same time, it's like they want to question me on stuff that I developed for the screen. You got to understand, I took on worse than an all-timer brain for God to come here. So you can't sit here and ask me, oh, what is that full policy right there? Okay? I got a screen for that. That's what I developed and put all my knowledge and intellect and intelligence and understanding all there. Okay? So you tell me if you can take on God's mind, literally walk around in flesh and have the mind as big as God. But at the same time, you have to be able to be smart enough to help him out as well. So my mind is even bigger than God's. So please don't tell me to talk intellect. As long as I can talk simple enough for you to understand. So with that being said and stated, that's pretty much what I have to do. What I have to say when it comes down to, Russia, Ukraine, New World Order, World War III, the economy collapse due to me not getting my goods and my services. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.